Hey guys, so I have no idea how to start this video. You can tell that this is not planned because my face ain't even washed. I don't know if you can tell. If you can't, what can I say? Go watch Brand New Day, right? And I'm not saying this just because, I'm a Spider-Man fan and I love Spider-Man and you are too. No, I'm saying this because I feel like if you're around my age, it'll really help. It'll really kind of help you with certain things going on. It'll give you a different aspect or a different way of thinking about things, if that makes sense. You should know your life is going to be pretty crazy when you watch a Spider-Man movie and it turns out you're the same age as him in that movie. But I feel weird right now because I'm 22.
Damn!
I'm 22 and feels like I'm still trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, What do I do now, because I've been out of high school for 4 years now, and I just want to say, side note, those 4 years were way faster than those 4 years in high school. Those 4 years in high school felt like 10 years. These 4 years, the past couple 4 years, I don't know why I said it like that, but they felt like it was like 2 years. And I went to high school during COVID. That's probably why it felt like 10 years. I just now realized that. Anyway, what I'm getting at is, when you're my age, it just feels weird because you don't know. You just don't know. You have a lot of questions about what you should do, and especially in days like today where you see social media, you see everybody posting everything about their life, which, one, that's literally the whole point. You're supposed to post things that people want to see, think good things about your life. Sometimes you can post about bad things and it can help, but most oftentimes people post about how good their life is going. I forget sometimes that it's not it's not always what you think it is. Somebody may be posting about how they got a new car, but it may be their sister's car and they just wanted to take a picture of it, So, but the main thing I want to talk about is just up here, because it's a weird feeling when it's like I now have the freedom to do whatever I want, but I can't because I don't have the ability to do whatever I want. And when I say the ability, I mean I don't have infinite money. I don't have just all types of cars, or I don't have a $1,500 setup for gaming or a $2,000 PC. It's like I do have freedom, but I don't know what to do with it. Because when you're a kid, you always realize, or you always think, man, I can't wait till I'm grown, because when I'm grown, because your parents put it in your head, you're not grown, so until you grown, you go by my rule. You're pretty much counting the days after that. After that conversation with your parents, you're counting the days until you're an adult. But then when it gets here, then you're like, you just kind of sit back and are like, I wish I could go back. Once you get around this age, it's like you just feel like you're kind of doing nothing, at least for me. It feels like obviously I'm working. Obviously I have money. Not like that. Obviously I have enough money to pay rent and pay bills and stuff like that. No, I'm not living by myself, for anybody wondering right now. I do live with my family, but we pay rent here. We all split it, so it's not like I'm just freeloading and not doing anything. But where was I going with that? I lost my train of thought. I'm still working. I'm still doing things, right? But it's hard when it's not really something that you want to do with the rest of your life, just doing a 9 to 5, because I know my performance on this platform here recently could say otherwise, but yes, my dream job would be to do YouTube, and I kind of feel bad. I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but sometimes I'm low-key embarrassed to say that this is what I want to do, because people ask me all the time, what do you want to do with your life? And I'll be like, I don't know why it just comes in my head. It's like YouTube, they're gonna be like, He's gonna start laughing at me. I'm just be like, "What are you laughing at? I'm serious." I just think they're gonna laugh. And truth be told, I wouldn't even like. I mean, I would care if they laughed, but like, I don't think it would faze me that much. If anything, it would motivate me to be like, "All right, bet." And when I blow up, don't ask for nothing, you know. But I shouldn't think about it that way, you know. But it is. I want to say this though. When you're talking about something that you want to do, I feel like you really do need to, one, make sure that it's something that you want to do, because it'll show in your effort. Like I said, I know my performance has been a little shaky here recently, but I promise you, this is something that I know that I want to do. I've always wanted it since 2016, for 10 years now. Dang. I've been making videos. I just have not been very consistent, and it showed, you know, based off of the way I've been going about YouTube for the past 10 years. It shows how if you don't put in the right amount of time and effort, you will get nowhere. But I feel like for somebody else, and if you're really, really passionate about it, I think, one, you need to take pride in what it is that you want to do. If somebody asks you, what do you want to do? I feel like deep down, even if they laugh, they would have more respect for you knowing what you want to do and you actually caring about it, as opposed to just not knowing and being like, oh, I'll maybe do this or maybe do that. Kind of just like BS backup plans. And that's not to say it's bad to have backup plans. You definitely do, you know, because there's no telling if you'll be able to, you know, get to that point of where you want to be, because it all depends on your effort. Like I said, it's smarter to have backup plans. That's all I'm getting at. I feel like I just want to put this out there that you should not do what I've been doing, which is kind of being embarrassed about what it is that you want to do. Because, you know, imagine if Spider-Man was embarrassed to be Spider-Man. Every time somebody talks bad about Spider-Man to Peter Parker, he always stands up and is like, well, I think he's doing a good job. I think he is doing something, you know, maybe the police can't, you know. I could go on for hours talking about how I feel right now about being an adult and all of that, but I feel like it's maybe not now. It's maybe not worth it now, you know. I don't want it to be mistaken or understood or forgotten, just in case I go on another hiatus. I do want to be here. I do. Believe me when I say, when I'm out there working my real job, I would much rather be here, but I'm only there because I have to be. But this ultimately is what I really want to do. And I feel like if you don't believe me, that's fine. I wouldn't believe me if I heard this after seeing everything that I've done. And I think that I really need to prove it to myself of, if I really want to do this, then I need to show it, you know. I need to put in that work to prove like what I am saying. It doesn't matter what it is. If you feel like you could be the best player on your team, whether it's football, soccer, basketball, you have to prove it to yourself. Yeah, don't just say it and not do anything behind it. Don't just say it and expect it to happen. You do have to prove it to yourself. You have to put in the work to show yourself what you're capable of, because you might surprise yourself, you know, or unless you just really know deep down in your heart that you can do it. But I believe manifestation is powerful. I believe that if you truly believe that you can, right, and you put in that work, if you work hard enough with that expectation of you being able to do whatever it is that you feel like you can do, I'm not going to make examples because I feel like I could just go off of hypotheticals all day. But, all right, I can make examples all day, but I think you actually can. I think you actually can, because I feel like everybody, with the proper amount of time and effort they put into something, can achieve great things, right? Everybody. God put us all on this earth for a reason. Now, I don't know if I'm going to leave all that in the video, because it's kind of hard. It's coming from a unstable foundation. So it's like, for me to sit here and talk about all of this, it may just seem like, okay, who is this guy? You know, but maybe I'll upload half of this if I don't delete it for extra storage. Maybe I'll post this half, or this segment at least, later, to show that even early on that I still, because I'm sure I'm going to be talking about this later on if I do get to that point, and it's going to sound like, oh, he's just saying the same old song and dance just because he's blowing up. No, Like, it has to be shown now to show that it's truly from the bottom. This is what I have felt. I do want to be here. I'm sorry I have not been here for a while. I've been clearing a lot of side missions here recently, starting with Spider-Man. And you should too. You should go watch the movie because it's really good. I think that this arguably is the best Spider-Man movie we've gotten. Well, I mean, I don't know. It really depends on what you think a Spider-Man movie should be. But for a movie, it's really good. The only thing I would say are better than this, I mean, aside from No Way Home, because that's just on a whole nother level. The only two movies I can think that is not above, that this movie is not above, is the Spider-Verse movies. And that's because those movies, I mean, they're on a whole nother scale. And I know it's kind of hard to compare animated movies to live action movies, but look, even then still, I just don't think it's as good as Spider-Verse. Now, that's not to say this movie, again, is not good. I give it like a 9 out of 10. But Spider-Verse, it's like a 9.5 out of 10. Almost 10. Like a 9.555 out of 10. I've got a lot of work to do. And I think I can do it. I do think. Now, my main goal right now is just for this to become my job. And then that's when we go further. Right? But do I feel like as of right now, like I can make this my job? Yeah. How long though? That's the question. That's the question. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm just gonna keep going on and on and on. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Outro.